Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, in my opinion, is one of the very best Assassin's Creed games. The fact that there's so many Assassin's Creed games makes that comment valid, but unlike a lot of them, Brotherhood is truly something special. And so in today's video, we're going to entertain the topic of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood being still gold. Obviously, this nostalgia trip will not be the Ezio collection because we want to throw back to the actual Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, not the remastered version. No amount of preparing you can get you ready for the shenanigans that will surely occur in this video, so it's probably for the best that we just get cracking. Of course, this game starts off by throwing you into a fragmented memory from late in the game. Haha, you dickheads thought that we'd be able to kill this guy now? Well, you truly are stupid. Well, that's all you're getting. For some reason, then the animus loads in a render of the sun and the solar system, but for some odd reason, everything's jammed together. I just realised that without subtitles, the echo here would make this almost inaudible.
The rest is up to you, Desmond.
What? Who is Desmond?
We're less than a minute in and Ezio's mind is already fucked. Okay, we're back in the gameplay. Instead of looking around for more information, let's just quickly leave. Why is the floor scranning this staff? Stop it, it mine. Ah, wank sock. Next thing we know, the room decides to do over-the-top weird shit. We get it, ancient temple, please get on with it. What does this triangle even mean? Oh look, it's Uncle Mario.
Better in the hands of the earth than in the hands of man.
What do you even mean? The earth does not have hands.
Uncle.
I like how Ezio feels the need to ask even though it is quite obviously his uncle. I mean, he's just witnessed some West shit. For all he knows, it could just be a Templar in his uncle's skin, but more on that one later. I like how this ancient temple is designed specifically so that I can climb out.
Che cosa fate qui? Assassini! God will see you pay for your crimes!
I think God's too busy giving impoverished people cholera, to be honest.
You have desecrated the sanctity of this holy place!
Good.
We must go, Ezio, now.
This is the voice of the devil!
Naturally, I spent the next minute pushing over all these clergymen. I won't regret doing this, as I do it for God.
Did Rodrigo manage to hurt you?
Barely. My armor blunted his attack.
That's a lie, you got full-on stabbed. Would you look at this, more religious people for me to push over. It is time to kill these dirty men. Nobody survives the great Fizhy. But sir, I do not know what you mean. It was not us. We are innocent of these crimes. Of course, there were more of these guards and they all had to die. Everybody ignore this. This is just uncle-nephew bonding through means of parkour. I'm from the West Country, so I bond with my relatives by screwing them, so this isn't even that weird. Oh, would you look at this? More guards who are just eager to die, because let's face it, after all the people that I've killed, they surely know that that's the only outcome.
This decision is yours alone to make. Only do so quickly. Give it to me. You can do with it as you will later.
Bene.
Jump!
So why did Mario suggest Ezio give him the apple when he's perfectly capable of looking after it himself? Well, plot. Ah yes, time for a classic lovely Assassin's Creed intro shot.
Then Minerva talked about the sun. She told of a disaster that occurred long ago, and another that is coming.
Sometime far in the future, Vero. Then we need not worry about it.
It's funny because if everybody had Mario's mindset, then humanity would eventually go extinct. God damn it, Mario.
See. Perhaps our work is finished.
Yeah, but the game's just started, so we know that it's certainly not.
We upgraded the arsenal while you were away.
Ah, and it is now customary for you to fire cannonballs at visitors.
My apologies. We only installed them a few days ago. My men are still being trained in their use.
But why are they aiming at us? They likely saw us and could have pointed the cannon in a different direction entirely. I get the vibe you and your mercenaries ain't boys anymore. Hey, would you look at that? We can ride our horse in Monteriggioni now, something we couldn't do in Assassin's Creed 2.
Welcome back, Ezio. Ezio! Look, it is Ezio! Let me see!
Buongiorno! It's good to be home.
Two of them.
Felice anno nuovo!
Enjoy it while it lasts, Ezio. The rest of your fame comes from wanted posters.
This place just keeps getting better.
Ah, you just wait. Synchronized horse dismounting. Do-do-do-do. Alright, like you do, time to go help out the peasants. So there I was, carrying a box of flowers for some random woman to my own doorstep.
I could tell the moment I saw you. No one in this town walks with such bearing. I'm certain Ezio Auditore himself would be impressed.
Oh, what do you know of Ezio?
Claudia thinks the world of him, but he rarely visits her. From what I gather, he's distant.
She is right. I have been.
Oh no. You?
I love how she doesn't know that it's Ezio. Mate, I had a whole 5 people entourage on the way back into Monteriggioni.
Now about earning my silence.
I have something in mind. There is one condition.
Anything.
You must wait until tomorrow.
Ha! You just got hit with the classic foreshadowing.
It will be worth the wait, Ezio. Trust me.
I honestly think that this character is a Borgia spy, because this is just far too conveniently spoken. A surprise that is worth the wait tomorrow? Oh, look at that, my home's being annexed. We're not that far ahead yet though, so I'll rewind.
Giorno.
Ezio, Mario is going to murder me. I have lost his favorite horse.
Is this the guy from the Dolmio adverts? What I do want to know is though, now that we can bring the horses into the city, why does Mario insist on keeping his favourite horse outside of it? If you ask me, this is Mario's own fault.
Here.
Grazie, Ezio. I can no longer keep up with the horses.
Then for the love of God, please retire.
Promise me you will enjoy your good health. Do not spend as much time in battle as your Uncle Mario.
My battles have already been won.
Are you sure about that, son?
That is good news. Arrivederci, Ezio.
Look at these cool lift things! I don't even know why they're here, they just are. Convenience.
So, these are the new cannons?
Yes, Signor Ezio.
May I try one?
Yes, but... Go on, tell him. We cannot seem to make them work properly, and the fool who mounted them is nowhere to be found.
Then it is up to me to find him.
We do not want to waste your time.
Funny thing is though, the guy that they claimed they could not find was just along the wall somewhere, so they obviously didn't look hard enough. No wonder they have no idea what the fuck they're doing around cannons. There we go, warm-up exercise completed.
I must go.
Thanks for your help. If you hear the cannons tomorrow, do not worry. We will be practicing at dawn.
This game really does overdo it with the foreshadowing in the prologue.
Too bad it will not do you any good.
He's got a point. We all know there's a reason behind that practice that we just did. And it's not so Sloth from the Goonies over here can save the day with his amazing cannon firing skills.
Buongiorno, Ezio.
Caterina, to what do I owe the pleasure of your presence here?
I desire an allegiance. The papal armies have resumed their march on Forli. Your mercenaries would be a great asset to my cause.
No.
Machiavelli. It is done. Though not, I think, as any of us expected. I entered the Vaticano and faced Rodrigo. Used the power of the papal staff against me, but I defeated him. Combining the staff and the apple, I gained access to the vault. There, a moving painting of the goddess Minerva spoke. She told of a terrible tragedy to befall mankind in the future, but gave hope of lost temples that will provide aid to humanity. And then she called out to a phantom, Desmond, as if he were there, standing beside me. After her warning, she vanished.
Amazing.
I cannot imagine such wonders.
The vault did not house the terrible weapon we feared. This is good news.
Who is Desmond?
Sorry, it's just a little bit funny every time I hear all these historical figures saying the name Desmond.
Where are these temples Minerva spoke of?
The Spaniard lives.
Okay, now that shit show of a conversation is over, it's time to go upstairs and have a bath. Oh no, here comes the naughty scene. I guess she really wants that alliance. We've already glossed over what happens the next morning. But if you have really bad short-term memory loss, I guess that clears it up. Like every normal bloke, I'm just going to jump out the window. So much for all your battles being won. Now, we all know that that fall would have injured you or me, but I guess Ezio's just made of some tough shit.
It's the Borgia!
How did we not see this?
They must have massed to the east during the night. We need to hold them off until the townspeople have escaped.
I will take care of it.
Use the cannons above the rampart. I intend to lead a frontal assault.
Do you have it?
I am keeping it safe.
Pretty sure that would have broken the horse's back, but cool. I sure do love the set pieces in this game. They're fun, fluid, and feel well structured, and my horse is dead. Man, the cannon? I've trained a whole 2.5 minutes for this. Alright, that's the only time that mechanic's used in the entire game. Actually, is it used in the Leonardo War Machines at any point? It is time to do battle. Did you see how quickly I killed your friends? Do you still fancy your chances? Okay.
I know you're there, Ezio! The Pope told me about you and your little group of assassins. And this! Give me the gun his friend fashioned for us! We've had too much bloodshed. I think a cleansing is in order. So consider this an invitation from my family to yours.
Well, now if Ezio sees Mario ever again, he will know that it is someone else wearing his skin.
Basta! I can walk.
Look out! They are coming! Everyone, retreat to the villa!
Ugh, I cannot fight like this.
A few moments later.
Get inside the sanctuary!
I will hold them back. Stop! Wait for us!
We thought you had been killed, Sir Ezio.
Not yet.
Where does this passage lead?
To the north, outside the walls.
Why did you tell him that? He doesn't need to know.
I'm surprised it exists. Let me through. I must go help the troops.
Yep, that's exactly what he's doing. Definitely not a Borgia spy.
We could not leave without you.
The way out will be dangerous. Protect our mother.
Where is Mario? I thought he would be waiting for us.
The Borgia infantry are circling the town!
Mario is dead.
Ezio doesn't seem too bothered by his uncle's passing.
You must leave this place. Take mother to Firenze. Get me a horse.
You are not coming with us. Where are you riding?
To Roma.
A dramatic shot ruined by the presence of a vacant NPC. This looks a bit like a shitty movie poster, doesn't it? The horse just casually walks off. This just in, horses are dickheads.
Lucy, I can't seem to get a position on Ezio's POE.
POE? Could one of you tell me what's going on?
Sorry, Desmond. Piece of Eden.
Honestly, Desmond, 2 games in and you couldn't figure that one out on your own.
To find the temples, I'm convinced we need to get our hands on Ezio's Apple of Eden. Minerva altered it somehow when she touched it.
Wait, we're at the Auditore Villa.
Yes, it's our last safe house in Italy. It turns out the Templars are watching the border.
Ezio hid the PoE sometime in 1507, but when I try to access that DNA sequence, he seems to be remembering something else.
Like a memory inside a memory?
Yes, exactly. Maybe.
Exactly, maybe?
I like how they just walk off and leave the Animus on full display in the back of the van. They don't even shut it. No wonder assassins are dropping like flies in the modern day, because they're all so bloody careless. Next thing you know, Desmond's doing a leap of faith.
Desmond, that was pretty awesome.
It's also rather science-defying, but we won't talk about that part because Assassin's Creed.
Ready?
Do it, Desmond. Kill her.
Any chance you can lift that gate?
Not unless you want me to end up like that skeleton.
Kinda do, to be honest.
How about this?
What are you going to... Nice job.
Up we go.
Ready.
So, who put those there?
Found a switch. There's another lever. Come over here.
It is time to go and swim in poo.
Okay, release it. I have an idea. You'll have to help me. Stand at the edge and get ready.
Ready.
I truly have no idea how Lucy managed this.
Made it. Let me see.
Oh, you go on ahead. I'll just stay here to die in the dark with the bats.
Jump across.
Wait, if she can do this parkour business too, why am I doing all the hard work to make sure that she doesn't have to climb about?
Got it.
Thank you, Desmond.
As much as I love Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, I cannot defend that really poorly voiced line. What is with that tone?
Now it's my turn to even the score.
And that, who thought these unfitting lines were okay?
Wow. He looks so old.
Honestly, from where we're sitting, he looks the exact same age as he does here.
Ezio must have come back here way after the attack. But why?
Desmond!
Right. Let's open that door. There's something here.
I think you may have just found the answer to the question, why did Ezio come back here so late after the villa attack, immediately after asking it, but you don't know that yet because...
You guys did it.
About bloody time. What's that?
Looks like something Ezio left behind. There are numbers underneath it. 1419, 1420, and 1421.
Sean, hide the van in town, and make sure you aren't followed.
What is that smell?
It's my clothes.
They smell like you swam through a sewer.
And you only just noticed.
It was Lucy's idea.
Of course, we spent the next couple of minutes connecting power rerouters, which naturally required me jumping about in Monteriggioni in the modern day.
As you may have noticed in the van, I've made some improvements to the Animus, and I've also patched in a new VR training program. Here you can show off all those flashy moves you picked up from your ancestors. Let me open one of the missions.
Look at how lovely and nice this tutorial room is. I love it.
You can access more VR missions through the Animus desktop. As you complete training sessions, I'll add additional challenges.
Most people never touch these again.
Highlight sequence 2 for me, Desmond. Good, now select it and you're gonna see the memories inside. Once you've unlocked a memory, by accessing this menu, you can relive it as many times as you want.
But what if there are memories I just want to forget?
Desmond, this is very important. If you need to take a break, log out of the Animus. You can leave the machine whenever you like.
Jesus Christ, Lucy needs to learn how to take a fucking joke. Who even are you and how did I get into your house?
Calmatevi. The pain will end soon.
Where have you brought me?
Nowhere, Messere. A man left you here.
Did he say anything?
Only this. You are to meet Messer Machiavelli in front of the Mausoleo di Augusto. Let me help you get dressed.
The same man who brought me here gave me these clothes?
Si, Messere.
Imagine if instead of robes, the clothes that were left behind for Ezio was in fact just a Diplodocus costume.
Roma. Vi ringrazio di tutto quello che avete fatto per me, buona donna. Addio.
When doing this bit, you can only walk because you're injured. You see this horse and you think it might speed things up. Ignore it, the horse is a trap. I feel a sudden urge to kill this man.
Ah, my arm. Salute. I require medicine.
Let me look. Someone your age cannot recover from a wound like this with medicine. Here is something to dull the pain. You will heal over time.
Grazie. Someone my age.